Terrific. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I had a bit of a trouble unmuting my microphone, but the problem's been fixed. My name's Michael. I'm going to be your pronunciation teacher for today and for the next few weeks. So what we hope to accomplish out of this class is to improve our English pronunciation. Let me see here. So we also want to, in doing that, we also want to identify some of the differences between speaking Vietnamese and speaking English. Because if we understand the differences in the two languages, then that will help us identify ways to be more confident with our English pronunciation. So let me have a look here. So English is it's a fun language to learn, but it's a very difficult language to learn. And we're going to discuss some of the things that can make English tricky for Vietnamese speakers. And also, we want to discuss why it's important to improve on our pronunciation, because if we're trying to speak English, we need to, sorry, I've just lost my train of thought. So while we're speaking English, we want to be as correct as possible with our pronunciation. And the reason is that the slightest difference in a word can completely change its meaning. And I'm sure that is the same for words in the Vietnamese language as well. So I'm sure you can understand the importance of correct pronunciation. So I'd like to begin today's class by getting you guys to tell me about a few of the difficulties that you may face while speaking English. So who would like to share with the class something that they find tricky about speaking English? Andrew, what's something you find difficult about speaking English?
Michael, can I say something? You only pick those who have a camera on, and only you who see the camera. If you see some naughty camera, please let me know, all right? Because this Zoom has been public, so I'm afraid that, there might be someone who not really want to learn, but just come in the class to do some naughty thing. All right, thank you, Michael. I'm here.
Thank you, Miss Duck. So you heard that, guys. You're on warning. Everybody has to behave. So, Andrew, what's something you find difficult about speaking English?
I find it difficult to say long vowels.
So you find it difficult to pronounce long vowels. Okay, thank you very much. Does anybody else have something difficult that they find when they speak English? Because I did a little bit of research. By the way, I will apologize ahead of time. My Vietnamese pronunciation is absolutely horrendous. So I'm going to try my hardest to not say anything in Vietnamese. So I don't offend you with bad pronunciation. But I have done a little bit of research about some potential difficulties for Vietnamese speakers when they try to speak English. So a few things that I'll mention is I understand that Vietnamese is a tonal language. So you can change you can change the meaning of a word depending on how you pronounce it, whether your tone goes up or whether your tone goes down. So English is not a tonal language, so I understand that that might be something that we will need to work with in the future. So if that's the case, please don't be afraid to send me a message or ask me a question. I'll try to... What are you doing, Hong Fook? Why are you poking your tongue out? You heard Miss Duck, you have to behave yourself. So yes, I understand that the tonal nature of the Vietnamese language might be a little bit tricky for Vietnamese speakers when they're trying to speak English. So English does have its own use of tone and stress. So I'll be going over that with you as we learn to pronounce sounds, learn to put them into words. And yeah, we're going to go over that as well. I understand that your vowels, as Andrew mentioned, he has problems with long vowels. The Vietnamese vowels can be very different to English vowels, particularly with how many of them there are. Apparently, I read that Vietnamese doesn't have it doesn't have too many vowels in it, whereas English has multiple ways to pronounce the same vowel. So we're going to cover that today. And the last two things I will mention is something called a consonant cluster. So we have in English at the end of words, we have a lot of letters like N, M, S, T, R. And combinations of those sounds can make quite complex or quite hard to pronounce sounds, particularly for speakers of a language that I've noticed doesn't tend to use consonants at the end of your words very often. So we're going to be working on complex consonant sounds as well. And the last one, and this is actually more of a, this is actually more of a tip for you to help you with your study. And that is, where is it? Yeah. So the influence of your first language. So obviously, the majority of you, I'd probably say all of you, your first language being Vietnamese, when you learn a second language like English, you don't actually learn it the same. And the difference is when you learn to speak Vietnamese, you learned to pronounce your words using the Vietnamese sounds. So when people tend to learn their second language, what tends to happen is they tend to learn the vocabulary and the grammar and the punctuation, all of that. But when they speak, people tend to use the sounds from their first language to try and speak their second language. Now, I actually had some experience with that myself when I was starting to learn to speak Russian. I noticed that when I learned words, I'd be saying things like Здравствуйте, which is just terrible pronunciation. But as I learned the language more, I learned to pronounce their sounds like Russians pronounce their sounds. And now I say that word, здравствуйте. Sounds a lot more Russian. So invest the time to practice these phonetics and practice this pronunciation and really speak English and really try to pronounce your English like a native speaker. And I promise that if you do that, you will find it 100 times easier, even 1,000 times easier to pronounce your, to communicate with English speakers. Because while we will try hard, there's oftentimes if people use a different accent to speak English, we have to really struggle to listen and understand. So it will make your communication easier. Okay, so that is enough of me waffling about that stuff. So today we're going to be focusing on introducing you to English vowel sounds. So our vowels are letters like A, E, I, O, and U. So we're going to be focusing on those letters and the sounds that they can make in the English language. And we're also going to introduce to you the connection between the sounds of the letters and the written letters. And we're going to do this through using some basic phonics. And if we learn to use phonics, it's really going to help us because it's a method that helps us understand how specific sounds are represented by different letters or letter combinations. If you understand this relationship, you'll be able to understand and decode words better, and it'll help you improve your reading, your spelling, and just your overall understanding of the language. So I'm going to share my screen and show you this first document. All right. So this first document that I've got to show you, this is going to introduce the vowel sounds that we can produce using the English language. There we go. So the first sound, so the first letter that we're going to focus on is the letter A. So the very first letter of the English alphabet. And we can pronounce that in one of two ways. We can either pronounce it short, so we can say A, and the A sound comes from, I feel it in the back of my throat when I go to pronounce it. So the short A is pronounced A. And the first word that I'll get you to practice pronouncing is cat. So just a simple three-letter word, cat. So if you guys want to practice along with me as we are, as I'm reading these out, the more you practice, the better you'll get. So again, that first sound, short A, cat. Now, the second way that we can pronounce the letter A is it's more elongated. So it's not just A, it's a bit longer, and it's ah. And the way that we would pronounce that, or in a word, would be car. So you can hear the difference in the length of those two vowel sounds. Cat, done. But car, you can hear that sound stretch out for a bit longer. So car. Our next vowel is the letter E. That's the 5th letter of the English alphabet, the letter E. And we can pronounce that short. So we have like a word, bed. So you hear that again, just bed, very short. Or we can elongate it. And so you see here, the phonics symbol is a double E. So we use 2 of them. And then it becomes tree. So again, you can hear that it's longer, it draws out a bit more. Tree. Okay. We also have the letter I, which is the 9th letter of the English alphabet. I. And I just realized there's one pronunciation missing. I'll update that for next week. So the way that we will learn to pronounce the letter I is the short version. I. I. And the way we pronounce that, or a word that we pronounce that in, is sit. So that's the short I sound. Sit. And we can also pronounce the I as an elongated sound as well. Trying to think of an example off the top of my head. The word, can't think of a simple word. I'll come back to that one later. So the next sound that we have is the O. So we have, we can use that in a short term or a short pronunciation for O, hot, O. And I need to go back and have a look at number 7 too. So we'll move into the letter U now. So the letter U, we can pronounce that in a few different ways as well. But the short pronunciation is sun. Sun, nice and quick. The long way that we would pronounce that would be you. And there are a few words where we pronounce the letter U the way we say it, you. I will have some examples of those next week. We can also use the letter O. If we have 2 O's next to each other, it changes from O and it becomes oo. So it's not the same as oo, it's actually pronounced oo. So we can use that in a word like moon. And that, as we notice, is quite an elongated vowel. So moon. And just to confuse you, we can also pronounce a double O as oo. So that's the short double O, oo. And we can pronounce that in a word like book. Okay, so those are our basic English vowel pronunciations. we're going to go into now. Give me 2 moments. We're going to now practice some example words. So, what I'm going to do, I am going to share my screen again. And we're all going to, I'm just going to call on different people to say different words to give as many people a chance as possible to pronounce these vowel sounds. So, can I please get all right, so I am going to just start picking people. I'm going to give them the word and I want you to pronounce it. So, Andrew.
So I say all the word in list number 1.
So I'll give you a word to say and just practice saying it a few times because all of the words, all of the words, the pronunciation is the exact same. So the first word, Andrew, I'll get you to say is cat.
Cat.
Very good. Now try say it again, but try not to elongate that a sound. That was a bit more like cat. Just short and sweet, cat.
Like cat.
Better. Very good. Say it one more time for me, please.
Okay. Cat.
Excellent. Well done, Andrew. Thank you. Okay, next up, can I have Ivan, please?
I read.
Can I get you to, can I get you to say the word bat?
Bat.
Very good. Say it again for me.
Bat.
Excellent. That was very good pronunciation of the short A sound. Well done. Luna.
Okay.
Can I get you to say the word mat?
Mat.
Very good. Say it again for me.
Mat.
Excellent. Thank you, Luna. Next up, I'll call on Alice.
Me.
Yes, please. Can I get you to say the word hat?
Hat.
Very good. Again?
Hat.
Excellent. Good pronunciation. Thank you. Next, can I get Hong Fook, please? Okay. Maybe not. Moving on. Lucy. Oh, there you are. Okay, Hong Fook, can I please get you to say the word sat?
Okay. It's sat.
Very good. One more time.
Sat.
Very good. Thank you. Lucy, where did you go? Okay, next up, I will ask Leica and Canon. Did you name yourselves after camera brands?
Yes.
Okay. Whichever one of you is going by Leica, can I get you to say the word rat?
Rat.
Very good. One more time.
Rat.
Very good. And Canon, can I get you to say the word hat?
Fat.
One more time.
Fat.
Very good. Thank you, girls. Well done. Next up, I will ask Kim Hoa.
Yes.
Hello. Can you please pronounce for me the word hat?
Hat.
Say it again.
Hat.
Very good. Thank you, Kim Hoa. Well done. And next, I will ask... Lucy, there you are. Oop. Sorry, Lucy, I pressed the wrong button. Can you raise your hand again? There you are. Okay. Hi, Lucy. Can you please say the word chat for me? C-H-A-T, chat. Okay, let's try Vivian. Hello, Vivian, how are you?
Chat.
Chat, very good. One more time for me.
Chat.
Fantastic, good job. And Anna,
Okay.
can I get you to say that?
That.
And one more time.
That.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. O. Michael.
Anna, you did not just say that. Okay, our next word that we want to focus on is, or our next group of words are going to be words that contain the long A sound. So we want car. Now, it's important to note that in these long vowels, our tone is not dependent on the meaning of the word. So we don't, we just want to give it a nice flat car. Okay. First up, I'll invite Jessie. Can you please say the word car?
Car.
And one more time.
Car.
Very good, Jessie. Thank you very much. I'm just going to quickly go through this line and... Okay, next I'll invite Tiana to speak, please.
Yes.
Hello, can you please say the word bar?
Car.
And one more time.
Car.
Very good. Thank you. Well done, Tiana. Anna, change your background. Change your background. Next up, I'll call on Mai Koi.
Read the words far.
Yeah, your word will be far.
Far.
And once more.
Far.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I just realized I need to stick to people that are going to have their cameras on. So if you would like me to listen to you pronounce and correct anything, please make sure your cameras are on. Okay. All right, next up, I will ask Moon, please.
Okay.
Hello,
Jar.
Moon. Can you please? Jar, very good. One more time.
Jar.
Excellent. Thank you, Moon. Well done. Next is Trang V.
Yes.
Hello, can you please pronounce the word star?
Star.
And one more time.
Star.
Very good. Thank you, Trang V. Okay. Sorry, I'm just clearing out the line for anyone that I've already asked to speak. Next, can I get Knock Lin, please? Is your camera on? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hello, Knock Lin. Can you please pronounce for me the word scar?
Scar.
One more time.
Scar.
Very good. So just a little tip for you. In the word scar, you don't have to pronounce the k so strongly. So not like scar, but scar. So one more time. Oops, she disappeared. Okay. Next up, I'll have your camera on. Lin Chi. Hello, Lin Chi. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Can you please pronounce the word tar for me?
Car.
Very good. One more time. Tar.
Car.
Excellent. Thank you, Lin Chi. Okay, next up, I'll check first. Tui Duong.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Tui Duong. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Can you please pronounce the word Mars for me?
Mars.
Very good. So try again, but on the S, it's pronounced more like a Z. So like a Mars.
Yeah, Mars.
Better. Just one more time. Mars.
Mars.
No, Mars.
Mars.
Better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well
teacher.
done. You're very welcome.
Mars.
Okay, next I'll ask Ivan.
Yes, what do I read?
Your word is part.
Part.
Very good. Now just soften the P and the T a little bit. Part.
Part.
Better.
Mars.
Thank you, Ivan. Well done.
Part. Part.
And I'll ask Andrew. Even though you've not got your hand up, I'll give you a long vowel to say. Can you say the word cart
Cart.
again?
Cart.
Okay, so there's a little bit of intonation on the A. So it's like cart. Try and keep it more, try and keep the A, the R sound. Try and keep it more constant. Don't go up or down, just cart.
Cart.
A little better. Try it again.
Cart.
All right. I'll have a chat with you in our next class together about that, but that was getting better. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, our next vowel sound that we want to pronounce is the short E, the eh. So eh is what we're looking for. Okay, Leica and Cannon, our camera girls. Okay, Leica, can I get you to pronounce the word bed?
Bed. Bed.
Very good. So when we pronounce the word bed, try again, but you want a shorter E, so like eh, and with the d, try to add a little bit more voice to it. So we don't want bet, we want bed.
Bed.
Yes, very good. Very good. And Cannon,
Yes.
your word will be red.
Red.
Good. Good. Try one more time, but just give that D at the end a little bit more voice. So red.
Red.
Better. Thank you very much, girls. Well done. Okay. Next up, I'll ask Chris, please.
Hi.
Hello, Chris. So your word is pen.
Pen.
Very good. So try to say it again, but make your P at the beginning a little bit softer. So not pen, bit softer like pen.
Pen.
Better. Thank you, Chris. Well done. Okay, next up we have Trang V. Hello again. Your word is 10. Try saying that. 10. Well, I think she's gone a bit shy. We'll try somebody else. Okay. Next, we have Hong Fook. Oh, we've got an echo. Can you please pronounce the word 10?
10.
Very good. Try making your T sound a bit softer. So like, rather than two. So 10. Better. Well done, Hong Fook. Thank you.
Còn học Phương Nguyễn không gọi.
Whose microphone is on making that echoing sound? All right. Can I get you to mute your microphone, please? Okay. Next, we have... Okay, so guys, just a reminder, if you want to speak for the class, make sure that your camera is turned on. If your camera is not turned on, I will not select you. So next I have Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Can you please pronounce the word men for me? One more time. Very good. So just once more, but make the e a little bit shorter. So not man, we want men. Much better. Thank you, Lucy. Well done. Okay. Next up, we have Moon again.
Oh, hello,
Hello,
teacher.
Moon. Hello. Can you please pronounce the word send?
Send.
Very good. Try it again, but with the D sound at the end of the word, add a little bit more voice to the D. So not sent, we want send.
Send.
One more time, send, send.
Send.
Better. Thank you, Moon. Okay, give me 2 moments, guys. I think I've got a few chats that I need to reply to. All right, sorry about that, guys. I accidentally there we go. Ivan, can I get you to pronounce the pen, please?
Say again your microphone. I can hear you clearly. Can you speak again?
Can you say the word pen for me, please? P-E-N.
Okay. Pen.
Very good. Can you say it again, but shorten the N? So not pen, just pen.
Pen.
Much better. Thank you, Ivan. Well done. Okay, next. I will ask Trang V.
Yes. Okay.
Can I please get you to say the word set?
Set. Set.
Very good. Say again, please. Set.
Set.
Good. Very good. Thank you, Trang V.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Okay, next up, Alice, please.
Yes.
Can I get you to say the word met?
Met.
Beautiful. One more time. Met.
Met.
Well done. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And next, I'll ask Jessie, please.
Yes.
Can I get you to say the word left?
Left.
Very good. Say it again, but just make your F a little bit softer, like left.
Left.
Better. Thank you. Well done, Jessie.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, next we have Joan Bach. So we're going to move on to the E sounds now. And this first one will be C.
C.
Well done. So say it again, but try not to sound sing-songy. So not like C. We just want C.
C.
Now, a little bit flatter, a little bit softer. C.
C.
That's it. C. Well done. Thank you, Joan Bach. Okay, so we'll say a few more of these E sounds. And then I will, I'll give you some homework to finish off. So can I please get Tiana? Turn your camera back on and get rid of me as your background, please. Or not. Okay. Can I please get Lucia? Hello, Lucia. Long time no see.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I just Prescott.
I just joined in.
Welcome. Can I get you to say the word meat?
Me.
Very good. Try again, but with your E, try not to have an A at the end. So not like meat, like meat.
Okay. Me.
Perfect. Well done. Thank you, Lucia. Okay, so we have time for one more person to pronounce. And I will get Andrew to pronounce. So your word will be deep.
Okay. So deep.
Good. Say it again. Deep.
Deep.
Very good. Thank you, Andrew. Well done. So, good job today, guys. We've learned to pronounce a few vowel sounds. We'll probably continue with this lesson next week. So your homework will be go on to YouTube, because it's going to be very hard for me to monitor. It's going to be very hard for me to monitor and check this. So if you do it, this will help you. If you don't do it, you'll find this harder. Go on to YouTube and search for pronouncing English vowel sounds. And pick a few videos, watch them, study them, practice pronouncing the sounds. And I will see you next week, where we'll continue practicing our vowel sounds. So thank you very much. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. And my apologies for the rocky start today. It'll be smoother next week. So thank you very much, guys. Keep practicing those vowel sounds. And I look forward to working with you more next week. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.